Arts and Disability Ireland is the National Resource and Development Organisation for Arts and Disability in Ireland. That sounds very grand and very big, but we are a tiny organisation. So we're a national organisation covering 26 counties, 34 local authorities, and a myriad of art forms, and we cross across all disabilities or impairment groups.
Fire Station Artist Studios has been around for 20 years supporting professional visual artists. It wasn't until our partnership with Arts and Disability Ireland that we really felt we could have an effective strategy around how we could support artists with disabilities. And for us, the most important part is the artist and the art. This symposium is an opportunity for ADI and Fire Station to share the learning from our partnership over the past 6 years, and specifically the learning from the Studio Award for an artist with a disability that we ran from 2008 until 2012. It's also an opportunity to broaden the debate around curatorial practice, in particular fostering links between curators and artists with disabilities.
The residency was a really exciting opportunity to have some sort of physically and mentally clutter-free time to think through ideas and develop them. And it also gave me the opportunity to develop a very large-scale performative piece, which I probably wouldn't have made without the facilities at the fire station.
This is called We're For You Because We're Against Them. It was a dinner party for 8 guests, and each of the guests was sitting in a Weeble. Essentially, Weebles are little toys, sort of from the 70s American things that go with the phrase Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. So in the wonderful workshop at the fire station, I made human-sized Weebles with 70 kilos of concrete in the bottom.
I'm Anna Bernson. I'm a performance artist. I was at the Fire Station Artist Studio and Arts and Disability Ireland residency in 2010, leaving in January 2011. The time I had there was really productive for me. I did so much work and I had so much support through the program.
But I used this idea of this kind of hallucinations that I have in my work. So I'm taking this kind of frame through framing this tree with aluminium foil and also creating a frame around this landscape. Also, of course, using many other ideas behind the video, but it originated out of the idea of kind of framing the landscape with this aluminium.
I think I arrived in Fire Station quite discombobulated within my practice and wasn't quite sure where I wanted to go, and to be allowed to have the time and space and freedom to play and work and research and figure out where I wanted to go was the most beneficial thing that I got from it.
I was intrigued by this idea of water memory, that water could hold the memory of a substance that had passed through it or something that had been immersed in it. And I became quite intrigued by the emotional content of a tear. So I began to collect tears from myself and from the public and to do various experiments with them.
My experience in Fire Station was very good. It was very positive. I felt extremely well looked after by all the team, the staff, so very professional and lovely people. In terms of how it's kind of enhanced my practice, it's, I suppose, given me more confidence in pursuing other residencies. It also teased out some aspects of my work, such as drawing and how drawing informs my performative practice.
It's called Sexy Lawnmower Series, which is a kind of a working title. I was thinking about women lying over Ferraris and Porsches and stuff like that for like men's magazines and things like that.
We now, both in language terms and in understanding kind of intellectually and physically the resources that we have, you know, how that we can very effectively and positively support artists with disabilities, just like we support all artists. And I think what we really learned, both of us, was the sharing our expertise was the valuable element.
The only effective way for a small organisation of 3 staff to work is in partnership with other organisations. And I think to date, the Fire Station Artist Studio Award, the ADI Fire Station Artist Studio Award, has been one of our most successful partnerships, because they have an expertise in running a studio practice or studios, and we have an interest, expertise, advocacy role in the area of arts and disability. And putting those two together, we have worked hard to, I suppose, make the proposition of an artist with a disability taking up a residency at the fire station something that can happen off into the future